What is up, everybody? Delta Gaming here. Today I'm gonna give you guys a story, and I'm gonna do some gameplay with the HG40 just because I just watched a video on it on YouTube. So I thought, okay, I played it with it before. I don't like it at all. No, I do not. But I'm gonna give it a little shot just to see how it does. So it has a kick to it, and as you can see, I haven't unlocked anything other than the reflex. So we are going to hop into a game of domination. So I will see you all there, and then I'll tell you all the story. So the story about the time I got chased by an angry redneck. This story, it's really fun to talk about. I can tell this story all day because it was such an exciting and scary night. So what happened was, this is how it went down. So me and my friends were ding dong ditching in the middle of the night, and we haven't even hit a house yet. But if you guys don't know what I mean by hitting a house, it means we haven't ding dong ditched a house yet. And we were about to, until this one angry guy, we call him Big Show because he's huge and muscular, like Big Show from WWE. Anyways, what we did was we were running around, and this guy and his wife, or girlfriend, whoever, they came up in a white Jeep, and you could hear the wife. She was freaking out because she was scared. She was like, "Oh, don't do this, don't do this." And so the guy got out and started screaming a lot of bad things at us. And one line, I don't remember all of it, but one line I'm never gonna forget, because this is what made me like really want to die, was when he yelled, "You're not gonna have to worry about the cops because I'm gonna slit your damn throats, you idiots." That line is so scary to me. Like, I don't think I've ever been more scared at that moment in my life. Just because the guy he was really scary looking. Like, it was dark, but we were under the street light. So I was hiding behind a tree. I forgot to mention that this was with it was me, Emmanuel, Nick, Tommy, and Jared. Hopefully, Tommy, if you're watching this video, homie, you're my friend. I saw you what's up with the other day. But anyways, the story, it was like, I was hiding behind a tree in the dark, because it was all dark around this, so I was up by a tree. And my head peeked around, and I remember Nick and Tommy and Jared were to my left, and Emmanuel was to my right. We were all looking over there because we were, like, all scared, I think. I'm not sure if, like, Emmanuel was, but here's how it started. So, we're walking along the road, and every time a car would come by, we would yell Border Patrol. Not in any racial way, but just because it's for fun. So, I'm the guy that has to look out for the cars. Like, if I see a car, I have to yell Border Patrol. It's technically my main duty. And so I seen a car come down the road, so I yelled Border Patrol. And so we all got down. Like, it was either we ran to the nearest darkest spot that was like pitch black, and we got down. Oh jeez, I'm lagging. Anyways, so we did that. Okay, I'm just gonna hop into another game, guys, because my internet's lagging. So I will see you guys there, and we can continue the story. Okay, so I'm gonna continue the story here, guys. So I'm not quite sure where we left off because I got a short memory, but we got down, and the car. I'm pretty sure it was circling around the whole neighborhood because it was doing that for a few times, and this was the last time it circled around until it starts to get intense. So we all get down, and then once the car turns the corner, we all get back up, and Nick and Emmanuel, they decide they want to go and inspect. So we wait for a little bit to make sure the coast is clear, and there's a gas station about half a mile down the road. So we're guessing that's where the car turned around. But anyways, Nick and Emmanuel go down to the end of the road, and they don't get all the way down. Remember, this is 5 minutes later. So they go down, and they see a car slowing down. And so Nick yells, they're coming. So Nick and Emmanuel take a dead sprint towards me, Tommy, and Jared. And this is when we run for the trees or the dark area. That's why I get behind the tree. And so by the time I'm behind the tree, the car is just starting to turn on the thing. And I swear, kid you not, as the whole car was on this road, it went like 50 miles an hour, maybe 30 yards. And we were scared shitless, I'm telling you. And the car, it honked the first time, but this time it like almost like a semi truck. So what we did was, once the car stopped, the windows were down. This is when the wife said, "Don't do this, stop." Like, she was on our side, I think. I don't know, either that or she was just drunk, because I'm not quite sure. So the guy gets out as the car is coming to a stop. Like, it's not a full stop yet, and he just jumps out. And this is when we start to run. Like, I don't think any of us wanted to run, so he wouldn't know where we are. But I think it was our only option, honestly. It was just to run and make a dead sprint to freaking Nick's house, because Nick and Emmanuel are neighbors, so. So, we run. We're starting to run towards this thing. I just remember feeling like an Olympian with adrenaline flowing through my body, and like I had butterflies in my stomach. I was scared out of my mind. So I'm just running, and they all jump over this torn down fence, right? Like, it's folded up. It's like a chain link fence almost, and it's down in the freaking on the ground, like all folded up and broke down. So we just decide to run. And they hop over. Emmanuel freaking does a hurdle over it. Tommy, he has to feel his way first. Nick pushes him to the side. And then Tommy pushes Jared, and Jared's shirt gets caught on the fence. So I'm the last one, obviously, because I'm slow. And once Jared gets stuck, I'm like, Jared, what the heck are you doing? So I'm freaking out a little bit, just because I'm not quite sure yet where to go or what to do. And Jared's trying to get up, and his shirt got ripped. Spoiler alert, but his shirt got ripped a little bit. And so he's sitting there getting out of the tangle he's in. And I'm like looking back over my shoulder at the guy. He's like not doing like a sprint, but he's jogging slowly. Like one of them almost speed walking almost. But he was a big muscular guy. He had to be at least 6'5". Anyways, so Jared gets up, and I turn around, and Jared's like 10 yards away. He's making a dead sprint towards Nick's. And so that just leaves me there, pacing back and forth, like I'm thinking to myself, what do I do? I'm about to die. Like, as the guy's getting closer, I'm freaking the fuck out, because I'm afraid he's gonna do something to me. And I just remember thinking, oh, he ain't gonna do anything to me. I'm only 12 years old. Because at the time I wasn't 13 yet. Wait, yes I was. It was summertime. So I am 13. So I'm pacing, and I took a few attempts to get over the fence, and I couldn't do it, just because the fence was too big for me. And so what I do is I look around, and I look back over my head, and the guy's even closer than he was before. So I look over my shoulder, and he's walking towards me. And then I keep looking around, and I see a small opening about half the size of me, like, because I'm a fat guy, so it was about half the size of me. And I just dart towards there, and there's like two boards of wood about my shoulder height, and I like don't even care about if I broke a shoulder or not, because I really hurt my shoulders, both of them that night, because both the sticks are like blocking the way. So I remember my days back in football, when like my 1 year of football I did, but I was like a good lineman. So I run towards there, and I ran right through that hole, not even giving a fuck. That's where I think I scraped out my shoulders a little bit, because the two boards, like I told you, were there about my shoulder height. So I didn't give a fuck. I was getting out of there before that guy did any bad damage to me. And so I got out of there, and I started running, because I didn't know where I was for a second, because I was still too scared that the guy was going to come for me. So I stopped after like 5 more yards, and then I looked around, and like I'm trying to remember where I am, and then I remember, oh, I'm at Nick's neighbors. I'm in their backyard, and the thing is, these guys have like the Ding Dong Ditching starter pack. Like, they're ready for Ding Dong Ditchers. They got video cameras, motion sensor lights. They got this doormat that like rang a bell after someone stepped on it at night after like 11 or some shit. So I'm in their backyard, and one of their motion lights go on. So I'm just like, okay, I don't really give a crap if they yell at me and accuse me of Ding Dong Ditching, because I'm getting my ass chased by an angry guy who's gonna kill me if I don't get out of here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I started doing a light jog around their yard, and I get to the front, and so I'm like, okay, I'm safe. And then I remember seeing the same white car fucking rolling around the corner. And there he is. There's a fucking redneck and his girlfriend. And so I'm running and I'm going to Nick's house. Thank the Lord that freaking Nick and Tommy were there, because if they weren't, I was dead meat. And then I went into there and Tommy and Nick were there. So I knocked on the door and I'm starting yelling, "Nick, let me in, let me in." And he opens the door, thankfully, and he lets me in. And so this time we're all out of breath. We're all sweating balls because we just ran like from a really mean guy who looked like a fucking guy who like just got out of the army or some shit. Anyways, so we were talking and we're just like, dude, what the fuck happened? Like, we didn't remember anything. And so Nick, he refreshed our memories, blah, blah, blah. And so we looked out the window and the Jeep was gone. So we decided, okay, we're going to go outside and get Emmanuel and Jared and get the fuck out of here, call it a night. So that's exactly what we did. We just I called up E-Man and he was at their house with Jared. And we all met out in the front dead end because that's where they both lived. And then we were all just like, okay guys, let's call it a night. I'm heading home. And so the next morning I get home because my sister comes and gets me. So the next morning I woke up and I call Emmanuel and I'm like, hey, I got a question. And he's like, what? I'm like, is it bad that I want to relive last night so I could dolphin dive over the fence above Jared, like over Jared? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, how's that a bad thing? And he's like, cause we could die again. I'm like, oh, true. So that's the story of when we got chased by an angry redneck. Oh, and we figured out, because we were all 7th grade at the time except Tommy, he was an 8th grader. So we all remembered, or we didn't remember, but we figured out that freaking Dallas, he was ding-dong ditching with other 8th grade friends of his. So that's how the guy thought we were the ones ding-dong ditching, even though we really weren't. So there you have it, guys. That's a story about the time I got chased by an angry redneck. It was a fun and exciting and scary night. With this nice weather coming on, we're gonna be ding-dong ditching some more. Hopefully I can get a few videos of it, because that would be pretty lit, won't it? So I mean, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that story and this gameplay, because these fucking raps are gonna kick my ass if I don't get I just tell you. So once this game ends, I'm gonna end the video, guys. This should end fairly soon because these raps are gonna kick some ass, and I actually am surprised I didn't do too bad with the HG40. But I mean, like I said, I don't like the gun one bit. It's gonna suck when we want to get like dark matter or some shit. That's not gonna be for a long time, guys. So like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and comment and subscribe. I'm gonna have Nick's channel in the description. It's called Mick Quick Nick. I think it's a pretty clever name, honestly, because you know he loves McDonald's and so do I. And one thing I realized about the M16 is, I think in an Easter egg, you know, if you guys have the M16, the card on the stock, well, with the default stock, it has the hearts of spades. So, like with the DLC 1, I think it was, when it had a card and it was the Jack, Blackjack, the specialist that has Rogue and Gambler. This could mean that we could have the 11th specialist in Black Ops 3. And when you get the other stock for it, I think if there is another one, or the Jokers. So either way, we could, maybe this is just a tease, we don't know, but we think that it could mean that there's gonna be a new deal, or not a DLC weapon, but a new specialist in the game. I don't know. That's what my theory is, because I've seen it on YouTube from Rich Raidaway. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to do what I said. So I will see you all later. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. I think I'm gonna start doing like a story time video, blah blah blah. So I got a lot of stories to tell, honestly, from last summer, because it was lit last summer, honestly. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, then I will see you all later. Peace.